Welcome back, everybody, to a new video. Today, I'm going to be talking the about what I would love to see in Spider-Man: Brand New Day. I am beyond excited for this movie, and I think if Marvel slash Sony, specifically Sony, if they do this right, it could be such a great movie. I know Spider-Man: No Way Home was definitely mm, it was a really good movie. I don't care if it's nostalgia bait or what, but seeing the boys on screen in the red and blues, cinema. Now I'm not going to be going over like everything in this, or it'll be an hour long video. But I do think that I'll be getting through some of it, and hey, if this video does well, I could potentially see myself do a second one. Any excuse I need to just sit down and yap about Spider Man while I'm at it. Stay up there. Hiya. Yeah. Okay. Now we know they're casting for an Asian character, middle aged. Now, viewers, I pose a question to you. I pose a question to you. What's in what's a villain of Asian American descent who is known to work at the feast shelter? I would love, no, I would adore if we got my boy Martin Lee, aka Mr. Negative, in Spider Man Brand New Day. Because, correct me if I'm wrong, his first debut, his first show up in the comics was the Brand New Day comic. Now, what is this movie called? Spider-Man: Brand New Day. Martin Lee showed up in Spider-Man. Yes, he did show up in Spider-Man: Brand New Day, the comic book. Which small gripe with superhero media calling Spider-Man Brand New Day like Spider-Man 4 after the comic. I love it. I get why they do it, but it makes it hard when I'm searching up the comic. Same with the Batman, the Robert Pattinson movie. It makes it hard when I want to search up the animated show, the Batman. But I I digress. I would love it if we got Martin Lee in Spider-Man: Brand New Day. He is such a great villain, such a compelling character, and what if they're doing what I think they're doing with the characters and the story, he makes such sense for a street level story. Next up, who who outed, who reported that Peter Parker was Spider-Man in No Way Home? Who has a podcast, a news show online, where his sole purpose is to be a professional hater? Spider Man's number one fan, J. Jonah Jameson, Triple J, the brushhead himself. If we're going street level, going soft reboot for Tom Holland Spider Man, we need his biggest op. We need his biggest op. Even if we don't have Peter working for him at the Daily Bugle, we need to see his influence. We need to see him. We need to see newspapers. Eh, maybe if they don't do newspapers in this timeline. Actually, you know what? Yeah, have newspapers. Have newspapers spread out. Have his influence on the billboards in Times Square. I want it so Peter can't go anywhere without Jonah shit talking him. Plus, hey, Pete needs an op. If Spider Man has his foes, Peter Parker needs his foes. Now, this next one is it's like if you do it right, I love it. If you do it wrong, why? There's one character that's getting a lot of love now. Well, he's been loved, but even more now. I need Miles Morales, but I need Miles Morales as a side character. No powers, have him working in Feast, living next to Peter. Just no powers. Just your average kid, average teenager. And then slowly, emphasis on slowly, build him up as his own Spider. Like the last movie, have him either get bit and as like a cliffhanger, or have him get bit at the start, and then by the end, either kill Peter off, go the Ultimate Spider-Man route, kill Peter off, Miles takes up the mantle, or Peter retires, and Miles is like, okay, I'm up, my turn. I do think that we should introduce Miles as just Miles and no powers, because if you rush it, it's gonna be so bad. It's gonna be so bad. Also, yes, my hair is a mess right now. I know. Um, Next up on the list, we have the things that I really, really don't don't want. These are the things I do not want in Brand New Day. The multiverse. Look, it was fun. It was fun in No Way Home. It was fun in Multiverse of Madness. It was fun in Spider Verse. Which, please, I I need Across the Spider Verse before I turn 30. Please, we need Beyond the Spider Verse. Like we need Grand Theft Auto 6. Like, please. Um, but give us at least one, at least one, at least one street level movie where Peter is just Peter. I know we kind of technically had that with Homecoming. I'm not gonna get into this too much because that's just opening a whole can of worms. But I want Peter to just be Peter, be his own hero without help. Not saying anything in particular, but please no multiverse. I think if we just have a grounded, a street level story, which spoilers for Daredevil Born Again. This is your spoiler warning. Um, Picking up from where uh, it left off. Picking up from where it left off. New York is in a. Where is my hair doing? New York is in a state of emergency. The power is shut down. We need to see how our favorite neighborhood Spider-Man, our friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, has to deal with that, because you can't tell me that a citywide blackout wouldn't affect Spider-Man, especially with him wanting to help people and be a hero. I would love to see him like just web swing through a city with no power. Like, imagine him swinging through Times Square and there's nothing. He has to rely on his spider sense. Tell me that would not be peak. Tell me that would not be peak. All that saying, I don't want the multiverse. Just keep it street level. Um, I misspelled this in my notes, and it's so funny. Um, do not recast MJ. I wrote it down as MJ React instead of MJ Recast. Pro tip: don't write notes up when you're sleep deprived. But yes, do not recast MJ because, well, one, it's Zendaya. How do you recast Zendaya? Second off, it would just be a weird continuity thing to have her look different. I know, again, multiverse variants and all that, but that's why this is after the whole multiverse thing. Um, I know recasts can be helpful and stuff, but I don't know. I like Zendaya's MJ. Next up, is a thing that happens in every movie because they have to sell merch and toys. Please, I beg you, do not change that suit. Minor tweaks and changes are cool. If you wanted to change the blue so it's not so shiny, I wouldn't mind. But the ending suit from No Way Home is possibly the closest we've had to a comic accurate Spider-Man suit. Not okay. That and the suit from The Amazing Spider-Man 2 is so peak. It is so beautiful. So I think if we had some minor tweaks and adjustments to the final suit, that could possibly be one of the best looking suits we've had. Keep the expressive eyes though. The expressive eyes are everything. I know you can make an argument saying why would Peter keep the expressive eyes if he's making a homemade suit. However, my rebuttal to that is it is fun. It is a comic book movie. Have fun with it. And the last one I'm going to leave off here for now is the spell that Doctor Strange cast at the end of No Way Home. Almost said A New Hope. At the end of No Way Home, the spell that Doctor Strange casts, so everyone forgets who Peter Parker is. Which I've been thinking of making a video kind of like theorizing and discussing what implications that would have for Toby and Andrew's universe. Because I know it probably didn't make their universe forget about their Peter Parker. But I just think that would be a fun thing to make. Let me know. But I think reversing the spell in the direct next movie would undermine everything that No Way Home did, because the ending scenes with Peter saying goodbye to Ned and MJ, Pete going to the coffee shop, working himself up to tell MJ who he is, and then not, because he saw how scratched up she was and stuff from the fight, and he's like, I don't want to put her through that again, because it's bound to happen. It's bound to happen. So it would undermine everything that No Way Home did. So I think if they reverse it in like the second or third movie. Second or third movie at tops. Because I do want MJ to know who her boyfriend is. I want Ned to know who his bestie is. but not not this soon. Not this soon. And that is everything. That is the do's and don'ts for the things I want or I would like to see in Spider-Man Brand New Day. Oh, I almost forgot to mention we finally hit 100. As of now, I think what is it? 101. Yes, we hit 101 subscribers on YouTube. Uh, it it feels weird to say because I didn't think I would hit. I didn't think I would hit 50. I didn't think I would hit 50 subscribers, and now we are at triple digits. We are at 101. So thank you guys so much for sticking with me through this ride. Here's hoping we can get to 200. Here's hoping we can get to 2, 3. Keep riding the wave for as long as it takes us. So thank you guys so much for watching. What do you want to see in Spider-Man Brand New Day? What characters? What villains? Do you want to see Spider-Man randomly stop and pet a dog? Actually, I would like to see that actually. Dogs are awesome. Thank you guys so much for watching. Stay safe. Drink your water. And I'll catch you guys next time.